Okay, so this is the second part of the Q&A video, and I just want to explain something because it seemed like some people were a little bit confused by the first part. So, this is the second part out of 5 of them. There's going to be 5 parts, and all 5 parts were recorded in the same night, which was a couple weeks ago. That was all the questions from, you know, the original video where we first said, hey, ask us some questions. See, I noticed a lot of people were asking questions in the comments of the part 1 video, which those would have to be answered some other time because you're not going to see them in any of these parts that come out. So, yeah, just wanted to clear that up so you know. And I don't know how many Q&A videos we're going to do after these because they take a really long time to edit. They're really freaking long, man. And then I feel like I got to get them out fast because people just ask the questions, but whatever. Okay, but here's part 2.
This one is from warioandmariobros. And he wants to know, I'm assuming it's a he, would you ever do a room tour?
Yeah, that's a video I wanted to do. The problem is that I've been wanting to do this for a while, and this comes down to the limited time. A lot of the questions I'm going to get, or the problem with the video not happening is limited time, is that I haven't done it yet is because I don't have a very good setup yet. A bunch of my toys that I want displayed are in boxes because there's nowhere for them. I don't have enough shelves. Things would need rearranged to show them all off. I might still do one anyway, just as is. Be like, well, here it is as is, and I could just show you like all these figures are in a box.
And the funny thing is, we have a lot of shelves, but nowhere near enough.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the fact, like, some people I know display their figures like a big giant group, like there's a crowd of people all smashed together.
We like to be able to actually see everybody and, like,
yeah,
not just have it be a big jumble.
Yeah, like I like to give them a little bit of space. But I do want to do a toy review, I mean a room tour. Maybe more like a house tour because
there's toys everywhere?
Yeah, it'd be the living room and the computer room, as we call it. And the computer room is where I do my reviews at.
There's some in the kitchen, too.
Yeah, it would be cool to do a whole house because we have some crazy stuff in the basement. And I want to do it someday.
But then I have to clean the basement. It's gross.
Yeah. There are a few things that I want to finish before I do the tour, though.
So the answer is someday.
Yeah.
It'll happen, we just don't know when.
Okay, BirthOfSerpents, who comments on all the videos, asks, what is with The Walking Dead and killing off the black guys? Only Tyrese is kicking and he barely serves a purpose. Bob and T-Dog rarely served any purpose. Well, I think that was more of a problem in seasons like 1, 2, and 3 because it's basically T-Dog. T-Dog was replaced by, what's his name, Oscar from the prison. And then he dies and replaced by Tyrese. But then they brought in Bob, and who else did they bring in? Before Bob died, they brought in the priest and now Noah. Of course, Bob died now, but you got Noah.
Well, I think part of the thing with T-Dog is he was there for a while.
Yeah, he just didn't do anything.
And he didn't really do anything, and I think that's why they ended up getting rid of him.
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at the cast like right now, you have Bob's dead, so he don't count. But you got Noah, you got Gabriel, or not Gabriel, is that Gabriel? The priest?
I think so.
Yeah, Gabriel. And you got Tyrese. That's 3 black guys in the main cast.
And you have Sasha.
Sasha and Michonne. Mm-hmm. That's 2 female black ladies. So I don't think they're as bad with adding minorities in as they were. But I think before it was a little... I don't think they're doing it on purpose, but it was a little ridiculous when it was T-Dog, then Oscar, then Tyrese. That was kind of bad then. I think they're making up for it now, though.
I don't think it was ever intentional at all.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it just happened that way.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard that the Georgia area, there was a lot of African Americans in the Georgia area. So it would make more sense if there were more African Americans in the show. I don't know if that's true, that there's a high population of African Americans there, but if that's true, then yeah, there should have been more.
For me, I never really thought about this until I saw other people talking about it online, because I just didn't pay attention to what races people were, because...
Yeah.
I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like the characters for who they are, not what they are. I don't know.
Well, I think it's also different when you're not a minority. We're both white. You don't notice this stuff as much as the minority would.
Yeah.
Because I know we took our friend, Aphrodisiac, to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and she mentioned something about, she read something about the discriminatory in that movie, and I'm like, huh? Like, they are? I didn't think they were, because there's the one villain, he's a black guy, and then Zoe's, I don't think she's black, or Zoe.
I think it's Zoe.
Saldana or whatever. She's not, I don't think she's black. I think she's, Latino and some, I forget what she is. But they say, like, all the black characters are either evil or an alien that's painted, and I don't think that was any intentional thing. I don't know. Maybe it was. I really doubt it. I don't like getting into the race stuff because that's, it's hard to say things when you're not a minority without looking like a dick.
Yeah.
It might already look like a dick. I don't know. I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy was racist. I don't think The Walking Dead was. It's just it looked pretty bad with the first 3 black guys. It did look bad. It looked blad.
Blad?
Blad is when they do bad things that involve killing off black characters. It's very blad. BirthOfSerpents also says, can you give a shout out to some of your viewers? But I guess I'm like naming everybody who's asking these questions, so it's kind of like shout outs. But I wouldn't do a shout out video, and I won't do just a random shout out in a video that has nothing to do with the video. I'm not going to be like, hey, this guy said, can you give me a shout out? So Mr. Bob Stookie wanted me to give him a shout out in this video. No, I'm not going to do that. It just makes no sense.
Impala Dude 1969 wants to know, what guns do they come with? All of the guns. Every single guns that was ever made. That's what they come with.
Yeah. I agree.
And then he adds in the next comment, okay, this is my real question. What is your favorite episode of The Walking Dead and why?
Oh. Some people know right away what their favorite things are.
I know right away only because I thought about this for a long time the other night.
I didn't. I heard somebody else, and it was something completely separate than the YouTube. People talking about their favorite episodes, and I tried to think of what mine was at that time, and it's difficult for me. But go ahead.
You want me to say?
Yeah.
My favorite one is the one where the governor with the Woodbury people go to attack the prison, and Rick's people are all hiding. Because I thought that was clever, the way that they did it, because I wasn't expecting it.
Also, because if you read the comic, it happened way different.
Oh yeah,
you thought you knew what was gonna happen, and it didn't.
Mm-hmm. And I also like that you finally get to see the true brutality of the governor when he kills all of his people.
Yeah,
just murders them at the drop of a hat.
Mm-hmm. And even Martinez and Shumpert are like, oh shit.
Yeah, like he finally completely snapped. Like he's gone.
Yeah. I think the problem with me, like we were mentioning this earlier today, I think Governor in the comic was much more brutal and evil. And I think the reason him killing all those people on the show didn't seem as evil to me simply because I didn't know those people he killed. Like there was like that one guy who was a dick who wanted to betray the people to prison before he went to the guy with his son. He was with Tyrese and Sasha in the beginning.
Oh yeah, that shithead. I don't like him.
Yeah, he was like the one guy
Selfish.
that actually knew who he was that he killed. And Karen survived. She was one of the people that I sort of knew that she survived, but yeah, I didn't really care about any of those people he killed.
Yeah, you don't get to know any of them, so you don't, like, you're not hurt by it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. As for me, it's really hard for me to pick my favorite episode. I really like the other time the governor comes back and attacks the prison with the help of his new group with the tank. And that's the death of the governor. I really like that episode, and then...
That episode made me really like Tara, because she finally sees what he's like, and she's just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Everybody else went along with him, and she couldn't.
And the death of Herschel was a big deal, and the governor getting killed was a big deal.
And losing his new family, basically.
Oh,
the
yeah.
daughter.
Yeah, and
I can't remember her name.
And I liked how Daryl just single-handedly just stopped the tank.
Yes.
Lots of people hated it.
That guy was a dickhead. I hate that guy. Yeah. The guy that was in the tank.
He's like the biggest douchebag.
Fucking hated him. Like, yes, blow him up.
And I liked, lots of people had problems with it, but I liked the part where Mika and, what's her name? The psycho girl come out and start shooting.
Oh, what is her name?
Fuck. Yeah, it's hard to think right now. But, you know, the girl goes crazy, the Carol has to kill. Like, they come out and start shooting and they kill Tara's girlfriend. I just liked that they were trained by Carol and could actually fight back. Like, lots of people hated that, but I kind of liked it. And
I do have to say though, like, everybody assumed that they hadn't had training with guns, but if they showed them training them with knives, it's not completely far-fetched that she could have at some point found a way.
Yeah, she obviously did. I assumed that, but people were like, they didn't show her training them with guns. That must not have happened.
They don't show you everything that happens all the time.
But the prison gets destroyed and everybody's split up. It was just a really big episode. As for some less explosive episodes that I really liked, I liked the one with Carol and Tyrese where she has to kill Mika's sister. I can't remember her name.
I don't know why I can't remember her name.
It's going to be on here in text because I'll look it up, but I can't remember. I also liked the episode Clear because it's a very character episode where Michonne finally doesn't seem like an asshole.
Yeah, she finally starts being nice to somebody. Yeah,
like her, Rick Grimes, and Carl Grimes go up to their town and run into Morgan, who's a really awesome character. And
they also get the cat.
Yeah.
That's a very important thing that happened in that episode.
Like, lots of people don't like those episodes. Like, season 2, that's like, people hated that season. Like, not everyone, just a lot of people hated that season because that season was very, like, what do you call it, character building episodes. Like, if it wasn't for that season, Daryl never would have became what he is. Because that's the season that made Daryl into what he is, I think.
Yeah.
But
for me, like, I like the character building just as much as the episodes with a lot of action. Like, I like both ways. The only thing I say is the thing with Sophia.
Yeah, that
went on for a little bit too long. Like, it's not as bad if you're watching, because we went back through and watched the season again. If you're watching them right in a row and you watch it all within a few days, it doesn't seem as bad, but when it's a whole week in between episodes and they're always looking for her, it's like, when are you gonna fucking find her?
That was also a good episode. At least a good moment when Shane flips out and they go and he releases the zombies from the barn and shoots them, and Herschel's freaked out because he thinks they're still alive and just diseased and they could be cured, and then Rick ends up killing or putting down the zombie Sophia, and Carol's screaming over there. It was just a really good, powerful episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd say my favorite one is. It's probably one of the mid-season finale ones because they're just crazy. Like the barn scene where I think it was the season finale of the second season.
The horde on the farm. That was another one of my very favorite ones. I love that episode. And
also the more recent episode where Carol saves everybody. I think it was the season premiere of season 5. Carol saves everybody from the Terminus people. That was a really awesome one.
There's too many good episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I picked that one as my favorite because I thought about it for a long time, but if I thought about it for a longer time, I'd probably change my mind again because I changed my mind like 6 times. But I did really like that episode.
The one you first said?
The one I was talking about with the assault on the prison.
DartsInTheDark asked, how did you make your background? It's bad arse. I made a video, recorded one of how I made it. I just haven't posted it yet. And I'll just tell you briefly, it's just, this video was going to be for a badass video game action figure party video. I mean, this background was going to be for that. And I ended up just starting using it in my reviews and it just stuck. But basically it's just chicken wire, is this fence back here, over some boards that I attached to a baseboard and painted it. There's not a whole lot to it, but in the video there'll be more details, so when I post that you'll know.
Isn't the top of it actually like gutter covers?
Yeah, the house we moved into had extra gutter covers just laying around, and I ended up using them. So that's what these things are up here, but they're kind of hard to see in this position.
The next one is from Lil Lily Lovebug 101. That's kind of a tongue twister.
Lil Lovebug.
Lil Lily Lovebug 101. Okay. This one is for both of you. What characters do you want for the Walking Dead comic series 4? Also, McFarlane Toys announced Abraham for comic series 4. Well, I'm happy about Abraham.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say we're going to change your question to series 5 because they've already announced the series 4, which is, what is it, Abraham, I think Jesus in his more recent outfit in body armor with his hair pulled up, a new Carl with his missing eye, and it looks like it's a zombie that's basically a pincushion. It looks like it's stabbed with swords and stuff. That's what it looks like from the shadow they've shown. So that's already in Abraham. I didn't really like Abraham in the comics though. But
I would want a toy of him because he did play an integral part, but I like him a lot better on the TV show.
Yeah, I love him in the TV show. I didn't like him in the comic. I didn't care when he was killed in the comic. And that's not really a spoiler from the show because there's so many people that are alive right now that shouldn't be if they went by the comic.
But somebody who exists who didn't even exist.
Oh, not just somebody. There's several people that exist that shouldn't have existed.
Well, the major one.
Daryl.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, Daryl, Merle, Sasha. Basically, Bob Stuckey didn't exist. There was a Bob Stuckey in the comic, but not any.
Wasn't the same guy.
Yeah, not the same guy. They should have gave him a different name. And Beth didn't exist.
It's just such a good name they had to use it again.
Yeah. Noah didn't exist. But now that we know what Series 4 will be, for Series 5, that's hard. I'd almost have... The problem with the comic is there's not a whole lot of new characters that I like. I'd probably have to go back and look at some older characters. Because I think they need a Tyrese. I like Tyrese in the comic better than the show. So a Tyrese figure would be cool. A Dale figure, they haven't made one for the show or the comic.
Yeah, I would want a Dale. They could make a younger version of Andrea.
I wouldn't care about that though. I like the new, tougher version.
I like both versions of her.
They need a new Michonne. Because they still have her in her original appearance wearing those hooker clothes. And she changes.
I would call them 80s clothes.
They look like hookers' 80s clothes. I don't know. So I don't know. That's probably enough. As you can think anything else.
That's way too hard of a question for me to think of off the top of my head. I should have prepared for that one because I have no clue. There's just too many people.
Maggie, they can make her because Maggie's a big part of the comics now. So that's probably enough.
I don't like her that much though.
I don't like her like I do. I like her in the show way more.
I mean, I like her, but she's one of those characters. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Personal opinion though. I'm sure there's people out there that really like her that would want a toy.
So what are the picks then? A new Michonne, Dale,
Tyrese, Maggie.
I don't know. I hate to say it, but they could make a new Rick again. Just when they released the new Rick, they changed him again. He's got short hair and a big beard now.
They could make a Eugene.
Oh yeah, Eugene's still around. There's Rosita, but she really hasn't done much.
Yeah.
DWar says, what are your top 5 favorite Walking Dead figures so far? And have you or will you ever make a video showing us your entire action figure collection and setup? Okay, I'll answer the second one first because I'm not sure if you mean Walking Dead, just Walking Dead. But if you just mean Walking Dead, I do want to do a video of all my Walking Dead, pretty much everything Walking Dead that I have. I want to do a video like that. If you mean all the figures that I own of any kind of series, no, I'll never do a video of that.
That would be a really long video.
Yeah.
Might take you like a couple days to record that if you worked all day.
As for my top 5 favorite Walking Dead figures, that's kind of hard. SolidDaveSnake actually told me I should make a video about that.
Well, we kind of already listed, we probably listed 5 of them when we were trying to pick our very favorite one on the other question.
Yeah. That's hard. I might do a video of it someday. But I guess it would be... really like the Negan comic figure.
Yes.
I like the Michonne figure. It looks really a lot like her.
TV governor back there. I like him.
He's pretty cool, yeah. Merle looks really good. I like Daryl with his bike. Is awesome. However, his face and hair bug me, but still the overall thing, him with his bike, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I really like Comic Series 3 Rick.
I like Punk Rock Zombie.
Yeah, he's really awesome.
I like a lot of the zombies. I'm obsessed with zombies.
Yeah, I like the Riot Gear Zombie and the Gas Mask Zombie. Bicycle Girl, after I take her off the base.
The Autopsy Zombie.
Yeah. Who else? The Glen was really good.
We're listing like all of them. We need to stop now.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It's hard to pick 5.
My favorite top 5 are all of them.
I'll do a video. Maybe I'll do a video someday and I'll try to make a more definite answer on this.
DropedShipGameing wants to know, will you add Clem from the Walking Dead game for the Wasted Dead?
Well, that's a secret. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
You'll just have to watch it and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we make another one, which will happen.
Yeah. I noticed a few people thought we quit making them. It's not that we quit making them, it's just we gotta be in the right mood and that kind of thing. And
well, we should add that me and my friends 22 in another question said, when are you going to make Wasted Dead?
Yeah. We're gonna make another one. I just don't know when. There were several times we're like, we should do a Wasted Dead tonight. And then we're about to do it and we're like, never mind. We're not in the right mood.
It's one of those things where we don't make a script for those videos. We do it ad-lib, like the whole episode. Like, we'll come up with a basic concept of what we're going to do, but all the dialogue is just ad-libbing. So if we're not in the right mood to do it, it's not going to be good. So we don't.
And it takes a lot of time
unless we're in the mood.
It takes a long time to set up the background to look like it did in the last episode too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. I would like to make them more regularly. It's just difficult.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep doing it though, because we have a lot of fun making them.
Yeah. It seemed like some people thought we just quit, like we're done making them. We never said that. They're hard to do. Bill Lane asks, are you married or dating Zombie Cat? She sounds cute and she's very funny.
Thank you.
I am married to Zombie Cat. We've been married, what, 10
7.
years? Oh, I was going to say 10.
We've been together for 10 years, but we've been married for 7.
Yeah. Evil Villain asks, can you show us your figure collection? And I'm not sure if you mean The Walking Dead, because I think some people comment on my videos just in general, assuming they're talking about The Walking Dead. But since I do other figures, I'm not sure what you mean. If you mean The Walking Dead, I'll do that eventually. If you mean all of my figures, that's just too many to do. I can't.
Yeah, that's similar to the other question. Like, it's just, there's too many. Andrew Spencer wants to know, are you guys buying the new Rick Resin statue from McFarlane Toys?
No. It's too expensive. And I do like it. It's way too expensive. It is really cool. I don't even know if you've seen it, Zombie Cat. But I
don't think so.
It's the comic version, and it's Rick. He's missing his hand, and he's like, I think he's got like a zombie in a headlock or something like that. And I'll put up a picture of it, but he's like kicking a zombie or shooting him or something. I forget. It's just the cool one. It would be really cool to have. It's just too much money. We buy some expensive toys. We got to be really picky and choosy with that. Andre, I'm not sure how to say it. Andres Ascencio ask, do you play video games, and if you do, which ones or which kind do you play? I used to play video games a lot more, and now I play them not very much at all, as I already said.
Yeah, both of us.
I played the Walking Dead Telltale games. I played them all the way through, and I started to play GTA 5. I used to play like games like Tomb Raider, Resident Evil. What else did I play?
GTA.
Yeah, the GTAs.
Saints Row.
Mm-hmm. Doom.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I love that game. Metal Gear Solid. I like a lot of the third-person games where you can see the character and move them around. I don't like first-person as much, although I do like some first-person games. It's just I prefer the third-person games. I really like Twisted Metal, the originals.
Some of the games that I like that you didn't were, I played the Overlord games and really enjoyed them. Yeah. Borderlands, which I think you would enjoy that, you just have never played it. And I also was really obsessed with Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I believe it's called. I had it when I was younger, and that's like the one game that I played through like literally at least 30 times. I really like that game.
I also really like Mortal Kombat. I used to really love Tekken. What was another one? The Super Mario games, the old 2D ones on Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I like them, like Super Mario World. And
yeah,
those were good games. I used to like Sonic, then I got sick of it.
I never really played Sonic. I only played it a couple times.
I like Streets of Rage 2. I didn't like the first one that much. I didn't like the third one, but I really like Streets of Rage 2.
I also like Crash Bandicoot. I played a lot of that when I was younger.
That was cool.
And Ratchet and Clank. I love Ratchet and Clank.
I know I'm probably missing some big series. Oh, the Batman Arkham Asylum games. I haven't played Origins, but I played the other ones. I like them.
I only played the first one, but it was really good.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't want to play the other ones, I just haven't gotten to it.
The second one was really good too. It improved everything, and then adding Catwoman in was really cool. But yeah, we don't play as many games anymore, unfortunately. Oh, damn it!
Hello, this is Laura Croft, and I'm giving out free prizes. Anyone who doesn't go watch Mr. Evilcheese's other videos is going to get a complimentary kick in the dick.